My aunt is head of an SOS village. It's an orphanage, and the one in Karachi that they have, it's in the southern part of the country. But it's amazing to see the effect that education has on, like the direct effect that it has on a community. They actually are an orphanage, but they also have a school that caters to 1,200 kids around in the surrounding area. That area is one of the most secure areas there is.
The only thing that can get them out of poverty and misery and hard time is education.
People of knowledge are respected. They respect people of knowledge, independently who they are.
Your teachers, they're not paid very highly. Teachers are paid low in Pakistan just like they are paid here, but they are revered. Even now when I go and visit, I see that students in Pakistan still stand up when a professor walks in. I think a doctor does not have that much respect in Pakistan as a teacher.
An Arabic saying that kind of translated says, an enemy who is knowledgeable is better than a friend who is ignorant.
Education is something that is very highly respected and regarded in not just Pakistani culture, but also in the greater Islamic and Muslim culture as well.
If you want to get anywhere economically, you have to have education. So there is emphasis on education put by the family itself.
There is definitely a value to be successful and independent, and I think that's where, and they definitely do value, I mean, even coming here, they value education a lot, that will set you free, that will let you do whatever you want.
When I was in Karachi, the percentage of female students at the university was higher than the percentage of male students.
My entire life I've been told I have to go to college, I have to go out and get a job and be a success, be happy with my life, but I need to do something with it.
I came as the chairperson of the Department of Special Education in 1980. I was the only foreigner who was a department chair.
At the University of Kentucky, I'm in the gerontology department. I study aging. I'm very passionate about aging. I basically do research, and I look at preventive approaches to living. So, for example, exercise, smoking, drinking. What kind of behaviors can you do at an early age to make sure that you age well?
Currently, I'm a third-year medical student at the UK. I graduated high school in 2003. I graduated got my undergrad degree in biology with a BS in biology in 2006, and I started med school here in Kentucky.
I got myself undergraduate and graduate degree from Seattle, Washington in psychology and counseling. And my minor was in engineering, and I work as an engineer for McDonnell Douglas.
We did not, in my family, we did not observe birthdays, for example. But any educational achievement is celebrated. In Pakistan, they announce the results of your bachelor's and your master's and your high school in the newspaper.
You have to decide that you want to go into medicine, so it's a pre-medicine exam. So approximately, 15,000, 20,000 students were there, and the total seats of Karachi, I think at that time were maybe 300 or so.
Because it's one exam given to the whole city. It's like a standardized examination, so the whole city takes it at the same time, and the whole city, every thousands of students learn of their results the same day, the same time in the newspaper.
And the result, came in the newspaper and everything, so everybody was waiting.
And they gave pictures of people who have topped in the city, first, second, and third in order of merit in the whole city.
And when you get the percentage, then you know that with this percentage you will be able to get in or not.
My picture was in the newspaper, and it was like something so big that not only your family is celebrating, but even your neighbors are proud.
So when I got that, I knew that it's a high percentage, and I told my mother. I still remember her face. I still remember the spark in her eyes and the light on her face.
And they point to this student who has done this well. They point their own children to follow the example of this child. So this kind of total environment which emphasizes education.
The purpose of education to me is to find out the truths, find out the facts, the truths about the world, whether you're studying law, economics, or medicine.